And we should be live. And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are out there in TV land. Welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream. I am your host with the most, Ranger J 1999. Part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you guys here. If you're new and wondering what the lunch stream is, this is where we hang out, talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and bring you something fun to listen to, whether you're watching this live or later on. It doesn't matter whether you're watching when you're first getting up, you're having your breakfast, you're watching during your lunch break during work, or you're on your way home and you need something fun to listen to get you to the house so you can enjoy the rest of your evening. It doesn't matter. This is what we do here. A couple things. If you do have, what we do here, if I could learn how to talk, is we will answer your questions. So if you have questions, go ahead and pop those in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. And also say hi in chat. We like to shout out everybody in the chat. Here in a few minutes, we'll do that. We will do mod depression. This is where Ranger J 1999 goes through and suffers through depression with the mods, so that's something to look forward to. And we'll do a roster review where we go through someone's roster and go in depth and answer their questions about their roster. So we'll have all that planned today to do as well. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. You can see in the center of the cup we've got Vader's Cup of Plenty. If you would like to donate bits or super chat or whatever you want to do, it's all set up with cool stuff that happens. Everything drops stuff into the cup so you can fill the cup of plenty. Again, everything gets used towards maintaining the stream, keeping the stream going, all that good stuff. That being said, welcome everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Glad to have you guys here. Whip out your pickles. We are glad to have you guys here for the stream. We are still kind of recovering from this weekend stream, which was a huge success. Currently, right now, we'll cover it after the roster review, but we are doing quite well with our charity campaign to fight cancer, specifically pediatric cancer, which is our focus this year. So yeah, just to let you guys know that this week's going to be a little topsy-turvy. Finn's got a lot of meetings this week. I've got a lot of stuff for a potential new job that I'm going for that it's going to be pulling me away a little bit. So we'll get the lunch streams in, but I don't know if we'll be able to get any other streams in. So if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't.
Not during the day. Anyway.
Yeah, not during the day. At night's a different
I'll have
story.
PC gaming night.
Yeah. So bear with us a little bit. We've been it's been helter-skelter here and stuff. So
well, it's getting close to the holidays and everybody's, scrambling to get stuff done.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be hectic.
All right, let's introduce the panel. We've got Grim the Mechanic here with us today.
Good afternoon.
And of course, we've got Dr. Finn, Paul Bunyan himself, Medicine Woman, here as well with us.
I want to go back to bed.
You and me both, brother. I mean, I'm ready for some sleepy time. You know what I'm saying?
I still haven't recovered all my sleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been a little hard. So, all right. So let's see who's all out in chat. I'm getting that updated. Let me just check the stores real quick for stuff. Okay, that I definitely want those. Okie dokie, get those, and I can buy these. Okay, let's get these bought real quick. Give me the loots. Give me all the loots. And then is there anything? I need certain things from here. And they didn't pop in. Bastards. All right. That being said, let's see who's out there in TV land. Let's start off at the top. Jaeger's here. Says good evening. Let's see here. Revenator says hello. Hey, Revenator with the wave. Dr. Feelgood's here. He's the one that makes you feel all right. He says happy Tuesday. Skewniverse. As an internet doctor, I know it can be troubling if you're still thinking about Santa Durgan. I will have office hours later today. Yeah, Santa Durgan. Finn, is there any way possible we can have another session this week of that with Durgan?
Maybe.
I don't want to hear maybe. I want to hear high probability.
High probability of no.
Oh,
Holy crap.
that sucks.
Well, Ranger, I'm not gonna be sorry. Hold on, I gotta share this. How do I do that? I was doing mod depression, and I just had an accuracy arrow offense set roll up to 20 speed.
Nice. Put that beautiful mod on somebody. All right, let's see here. Yuta says, greetings, Skewerverse. How is everyone doing today? Hope the day is treating you well.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah. Yuta says, question, when is Twitch having free signups? I don't know. We'll have to... D Perkins here has a question. We'll get to all the questions here in a little bit. Gino's here, says, hello there, everyone. Hey, Gino. Zem420 says, sup, skewers. What's up with you, Zem? Nobunaga says, good morning from the Aloha State. Glad to have you here, Nobunaga. Mock what's here says, hello, hello. Jason Hamo says, hey, everyone. And he's got the Poofville Baby Rangers and the Pickle Hype going in the chat. Darth Vader 87 says, hello. Bad Rongo says, morning all. And then it updated. Of course, it always updates when I'm least ready for it. Waffle Dolphin says, good morning, everyone. Hey, Waffle. Woodle says, hi, all. Foreigner says, hello. Hello there. Rosin972 with the wave. Stink says, good morning. Weddle73 says, Shazam! BB8, my nut, says, hello there. Well, hello there, BB8. Woodle says, oh, we retracted it. Dan the Man says, hello. Our H-Town brother Shadowvale says, howdy ho, RSG. Howdy ho. Hash Dagger says hello all. Ouchie girl, Ouchie Dumpling says, I'm awake. Sorta. So she's sort of awake, but we're glad to have you here anyway. Bad Wrong says, click here for a free naked baby Mando pic, and it's a picture of Poofville Baby Ranger. Okay. Proper Catch says, greetings and salutations to all you fine people of the RSG Nation. Glad to have you here, Proper Catch. McHealth19 with the wave. Tila Man 92 says, what it do, RSG? What it do with you, my friend? Hermit Fulgrim's here. He says, hi ho, Ranger. Hey, Hermit Fulgrim. Ray Rock says, good morning, skewers and pickle flashers indeed. Dr. Gonzo H says, howdy. Hey, Dr. Gonzo, glad to have you here, my friend. And I think that gets us caught up to everything besides the questions. So, in fact, that reminds me, I need to get the questions ready because I know stupid ass.
Also, Ranger, remind me after the stream to turn on Super Chat.
Hey, Finn, after the stream, turn on Super Chat.
No. If I turn it on, you're going to get Watto in your ears.
Wait.
I said after the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember last time you did that, Ranger's head nearly exploded.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm waiting.
Somebody I knew.
I can do that again, but I'm waiting right now. Who wants to donate to the ACS to see me turn on Super Chats? Just saying. If we can get to what are we at right now?
With the look.
We're at 15,491. If we can get to 16,000 during the stream, I'll turn on Super Chats.
Nev's here says, hello, governor. Dan and Kyle do Hollywood say, hey, skewers. Hey, Dan and Kyle. Deadpool Kyle says, there, hey, skewers. So there you go. All right, Dr. Ganja with some bits flying in. Very nice. Glad to have the bits flying in. All right, cool. All right, so let's get to our... Well, first of all, Rangers got to suffer through some mod depression, so let's do that. This is where...
I'm sending good vibes your way.
It's not going to matter, Graham. I appreciate the good vibes, but, I mean, we know how this is going to turn out. And this is where, if you've never seen it, this is where I go through and I slice mods, and it just doesn't turn out well. It doesn't. So... Here we go. We're going to sort and all that other stuff and filter, and we'll go down.
I'm really excited. So tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern time, this 1 credit mail is going to expire. So I think I'm going to lie.
So I just did the first one, and we got potency. Okay, good. So far, so bad.
Hey, I could think of worse stats, like defense or protection.
We're going to do another one here, but I'm pretty sure this is going to go poopaliciously. All right, so we got enough materials for a second mod, so here we go again. It has defense. It's already hit defense, so this is not a good sign. So here we go, making a roll, and... Hey, it hit defense for the 3rd time. Well, that's fantastic.
Go for the 4. Go for the 4.
No, I'm not going for the 4. I'm going to burn that mod to hell.
Why? You're about to get a 4 roll.
Or...
You always want to save those. Any 4 rolls.
No, you can have them, Finn. Thank you.
If I could,
Yeah,
I would
but
definitely.
you can have them all you want, Finn.
Yeah, I wish there was a way you could trade mods. Actually, no, I don't. That would screw up the game so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. Mod depression has been achieved. That was awful. 2 awful rolls, but we're getting through all the green mods, so get them the fudge out of there.
Hey, maybe there's one in there that'll be like all, I think Ranger deserves something good and rolls decent for you. Like 4 times tenacity.
Dolby's Hay says, well, good afternoon, everyone. Dolby's a free elf. Nev wants to know who won the Death Star. I think it was Maz Kanata. She won the Death Star.
It indeed was Maz Kanata.
She went ballistic for that Death
Star. I was going to contact everyone once I'm more awake.
Here you go, Nev. People were donating to that challenge.
They feared Maz.
And giving Maz the tickets for it.
They so feared her.
She was getting ready to kill people for that pom-pom Death Star.
Yeah, she was ruthless. It was a side of Maz I'd never seen before. It was hot. It was damn hot, Finn. All right, so we've done the mod depression. Let's get into our roster view of today. So let me flip over here, and we need to go here, and then we need to go there, and then wait. Why is it not flipping? There we go. There we go. And we guys want to go full screen, and there we go. 420, we're doing their roster view today, and let's see what old Zems has to say about their roster view for today. And it said, and Zem says, just a general overview. I'm finishing my 6th Empire team for Arena and kind of need some help modding the team, a whole team modding. I'm 50 shards away from 7-star Malak, also which then I'm going to get 13 first. Finishing Droid after that, and then on to GR. But overall, general review with the in-depth mod help. Thank you guys. You are awesome. So Vin, as we speak, is going to go look at your mods and get onto that. So we are running the Darth Revan team with GBA. It's a solid team. I like it. Obviously, we need to get your characters gear 13. You said you're working on that. Also working on your Malak, which you said you're 50 shards away from doing, probably closer now since you posted this with us. Let's kind of look at your modding on your Darth Revan team. 324 really solid, and we don't even have all the pieces. Still have another piece to go, so your Revan is going to be really fast. It's going to be really awesome once you get him to gear 13. So let's work on getting him gear 13. That's going to be great once you get him up there. Let's see what your Fallen Basti is. She's at 301. She'll get to, again, above 310 once all said and done. So that'll be really awesome. So you'll be sitting pretty there. So she'll be really good once you get her to get 13. Malak is Malak. Yeah, so I think once we get those two squared away with gear 13, you're going to be really able to climb well in Arena. Because having Darth Revan and your Bastila over 330 and 310 really makes a huge difference. That's why I have so much success with GAC. They can put theirs. I mean, my Revan's at 339, my Basila's at 314, I believe. So it makes a huge difference when you're facing any other team, and especially when you're doing mirror matches. Now, mirror matches, even if you go first, you may lose a player or two just because of just the sheer damage output that can be put by the team, but you're still going to win. So it pretty much screws a lot of people to put that Darth Revan down thinking that they can use that as a stopgap. And if you can get your Darth Revan faster, the world is your oyster. Now, you won't be using GBA there, but you can probably work on, look at your Sith Empire team for GAC, but you could probably go like Sith Marauder, Sith Trooper, if you want to do that. You know, those are two characters that work very well for that team. So there you go. Especially if your Revan is going to be slower than theirs. But in the Sith Trooper, he'll take the initial hit. Your Revan will be feared, but that still gives you a chance with your other characters. So there you go. And then let's keep getting those Malak shards. That's what it's all about, baby. Doing really good in fleet. It's averaging in the top 20 at least. So you're getting that extra crystal income coming in. So not bad. If we can just get your arena team improved, let's get those gear 13 on Revan and Bastila, and I think you're going to climb up. And I can see your progression with your arena rank. You've really done a good job of climbing up. So if we can just get you a little bit, we can do it. So let's focus on that, and I think we'll be good there on that part. So let's look at what else you're farming. Fins, we're looking at the mods. So a lot of just initial look here. A lot of gear 12s, a few gear 13s, nothing starts out. We're at a 3.3 million GP. So let's talk about the stuff we need to work on. We talked about Sith Empire. I just want to look at your overall Sith Empire. Yeah, continue farming Sith Trooper, Sith Marauder. I mean, Sith Marauder's may go into the backseat because it is a Cantina. Um, but at least Sith Trooper, I think, is a hard node, if I'm not mistaken.
Sith Trooper is Cantina.
Oh, he's Cantina too. Well, we might as well finish.
Yeah, his node is brutal.
So let's look at your separatists. Let's talk about. So we've got the Revens, we've got Malik, and then we start thinking about gas. I mean, it's just the natural progression, and this is stuff you need to work on for Dark Side GOTB and Light Side GOTB. Anyway, these are teams and characters that you're going to need anyway. So we're just talking about sheer, like, your GBA is great. Your Geonosians look really solid. The only one that's not gear 12. Wait, where's Spy? Am I not seeing Spy on here? Sunfax? Oh, there's Spy. Yeah, 12 Soldier. Okay, Poggle's not gear 12, but that's no big deal. You mentioned taking him to 12, but it's fine. Their other separatists are looking really good. You're working on Watt. Continue working on B1 Battle Droid. Your Magna Guard 7 stars, that's good. Your B2's gear 11, he's 7 stars. Your Jordica's 7 stars in gear 11 as well. So we need to take those to 12. We know for the gas event, Asajj and B1 are the key characters that need to be rolling 3 or higher. That'll make it make it easier. Those are the minimum requirements we say to go into that battle with for a chance of success. Now, the other characters, you can take them to the gear 13, great, but those are the characters you need to work on. So continue farming B1. That's going to be your ship farm, and you're probably already doing that already. Let me look at your GR squads, see how that's working, because you said you went to where you're going to go to that. So yeah, we got some work to do here. Because really, B1 is a farm, and then the rest of your separatists are just gear. Now, if you look at your GR team, they're kind of in the same boat. Kenobi needs his Zeta, and Padme needs gear, so does Ahsoka. 3PO needs to get to 12, and then Shakti needs to be a part of... You need to be farming B1, Shakti, and... let me go look at your ships real quick, because
I'm not seeing Anakin in there, either. Yeah, there's no Anakin.
No, there's no Jedi Anakin. There's no ETA Starfighter. So you need to start farming those 3 characters with ship energy. And your B1's probably close to being done. And then we need to do Shakti and ETA like hardcore into that ship. We also need to start farming Jedi Anakin. What is he?
He is hard node and Cantina.
So let's start working on him on the hard node at least. Jedi Anakin. Because we're going to need his ship to be 40,000 GP. So let's start getting him part of the hard node. We can eventually go back to do Cantina. Actually, Cantina, you're pretty solid. You could actually start doing, for your Cantina, you could do Jedi and Anakin, get him done quick, and then go back and work on Marauder and Sith Trooper. Actually finish up Sith Trooper and then go do Marauder. Because you've done a good job with the other characters that need Cantina, so that's actually a pretty good call. Forget about the clone troopers for right now. Don't worry about them. Let's focus on getting your GR squad. So, really, what I'm looking at this Sith Trooper, your Sith Empire squad needs Revan and Bastila. They need to go Relic, right? Marauder or Malik needs to go to Relic once you get him unlocked to 7 stars. Then after that, let's round up your Separatists to these gear 12, and let's start working on your GR to get to 12. Let's get Padme, Ahsoka, 3PO. Squared away. We need to keep farming Shakti. You need to go all in on her and Anakin's ETA. B1 once he gets done needs to go at least gear 12. Let's start rounding out these characters. One for light side and dark side GOTB, and the other thing is gas. That's going to be kind of your plan. Gear and getting these characters ready, because if we can get you ready for gas, it's going to get your GR team ready. It's going to get your separatists even more rounded out and ready to go. You have a Grievous on there, so that's really good. Your Sith Empire will be better. They'll have faster speed. You're going to be able to do better in arena, and then this will all lead up to you getting gas. If you can add gas, once you get gas into your lineup, then you can start working on. You have to save up to get him to 7 stars, but then you can start working on Rex 5s, Echo, ARC Trooper. Farming as well. So yeah, I think that's the way you go. He says I'm 15 shards until my trooper's done. Okay, 25 from B1, just starting my GR. Okay, so Zim's in there and says so let's get those done. If you're 25 from B1 and 15 for trooper, so let's get trooper done. Let's get B1 done. That knocks out those 2. Then you can go right into Jedi Knight Anakin. Yeah, I figured it was M420. So let's do that because you're going to need Jedi Anakin not for the character part of Gas, but you will need his ETA. The ship done and him done, so it'll be 40,000 GP, so you can use that ship. So we can go Cantina right into him. That's going to lead you to the Gas. One of the characters is ships
luckily,
for Gas.
Luckily, he actually has a good ship. So
yeah,
you're farming crap to get a good character.
Hey, Philippe Minicucci. So yeah, I think that's kind of your farming plan and strategy. I think the way you laid it out is really good. I think that getting your Separatist round out, then going to GR is really good. Sith Empire first. Let's get your arena rank higher. That's more, as well as you're doing in ships. If you can maintain that and then get your arena into the top 50, that's going to be more crystal income that you can do to use toward farming your characters and things like that. So yeah, definitely Jedi Anakin for getting his ETA. You're going to need it. You have to have the ship. It has to be 7 stars and it has to be 40,000 GP. The phase 1 mission of Gas is super easy. You just have to have the ships to qualify to do it. So yeah, so and then your GR needs a little bit more work than your Separatists do. So you can actually, once you get your B1 farm, get them kind of geared and squared away, then go back in here and work on your GR. And this will help you out in GAC too, because if you've got the Separatist droids, and the Geonosian squared away, which looks like you do, you have your Sith Empire squared away, you have Jedi Revan, you add Padme once you get that all rounded out and good to go. Again, those are all teams that you can use in GAC and be good to go. All right, what are we looking at for mod? I mean, his moddings on his rank team look pretty good, Finn. He's going to be well above 330 and 310 for Revan and Basila. But what are you seeing with the mods? That was one
it's not bad. But what I'm seeing is that I don't know if he recently leveled up some mods or something. There are some mods that may be better on his arena team rather than what they're on. He has some on Thrawn, CLS, Bosk, Vader at the top of his speed list. That might be for ships, right? So that may be why I'm seeing some of these, but I would probably start to look at maybe remodding just your arena team. And the other thing that's pretty striking is a number of 6E mods. I would probably slow down on the 6E a little bit. Where you are right now is just kind of on the borderline, and here's the reason why I'm saying that. You have 25 total characters that are gear 12 or higher, meaning they're the ones that can use 6E. You have 43 that are gear 11. So you still have a large percentage of your roster that is going to be unable to use those mods. And if you're trying any of the other events or anything like that, you're not going to be able to switch them around. I think you want to be a little more selective on your 6Es. I'm seeing some that I don't know if they were like older mods or something like that. There was one speed secondary on an arrow that's on Treya. That's 6E. It's a 15 speed secondary crit avoidance arrow that's currently on Treya, right? That mod really didn't need to go to 6E. Just to be honest, that mod didn't need that. So I would just be a little more selective on your 6Es and maybe just slow down in general on your 6Es. You could use a little bit more of speed mods at the top, but it's still, yours isn't bad. I'm seeing a lot of speed sets. So you do have them pretty concentrated at the top, but then once you get into kind of that 20 to 18 range, you're lacking speed sets. And those are quite useful too. So I don't have any issue with what you have so far. He said he does need to remod and it's been scattered. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You do have a lot of your mods on your correct teams, but I think you need to remod your arena team in particular. Get that Malak to 7-star so that you can get it to gear 12 and use some of these 6E mods that you have. I would slow down on the 6Es a little bit. Too. Then work on more 5As that are better quality, and then you can consider going with 6Eing some of those mods, right? And depending on where you use it, sometimes things are more useful than other. For example, that Treya mod was useful back when Treya was actually meta in Arena, right? But for the purposes of GAC, it's typically more on an offensive team that you're using against something. You don't need that crit avoidance, right? You're actually probably better off with either protection, speed, or offense with Treya if you're using her offensively in Grand Arena versus if you're putting her defensive. That changes things. So it's always kind of a changing of the mod as things go on and modifying your mod setup a little bit. Okay, so he says he farms speed set every day, 3 refreshes a day. Okay, that's good. You're gathering the mods that you need the most. I would just slow down a little bit on the 6Es, focus more on getting more speed sets. I'm looking at a little bit at your offense secondaries too here, and your offense secondaries don't doesn't look like you've put too much into offense. Offense is the second best secondary stat, in my opinion, in the game. Especially on mods where you can get percentage offense primary. So that's the circle, not the circle, the cross, the triangle, and the square, right? Flat offense is huge on those mods. And offense primary stats get a really nice boost from 5.88 to 8.5%.
Yeah, it's 8.5. Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, so you basically get 3% offense. Yeah, it's a nice jump of 3% offense. So those mods are actually more reasonable to take up to 6E if you have them on offensive characters. Someone like Han, for example, right? You have him modded with crit damage, which is fine, and then crit chance. Crit chance is okay. Han doesn't really need crit chance because between his unique, between CLS, and between Loyal Friend, right, and the guard from Chewie, he doesn't need any more crit damage. Like, he's going to top out and you're just adding excess crit damage. So instead, you could go with something like Potency in order to increase your chance of turn meter removal and stun with your special. Something like that, or just better mods that have offense and don't worry about the 2-piece bonus. So little things like that will now allow you to tweak your character. That's pretty much it. Overall, you have a good collection of mods. I think there is a little bit of remodding that needs to be done. And then after that, you can kind of go with whatever. Oh, he said offense primaries are the big. It's not just you. Don't worry. It takes a while to get these mods.
It really does.
So what I'm saying is when you're gathering these speed sets, right, save the ones that have offense primary, because for an offense set, like a damage set, you need the 4-piece bonus of whatever your damage is. So you can either go offense set or crit damage set. Whatever afterwards, most of the time, that 2-piece doesn't have to match, and it's more about the stats.
Mm-hmm.
So even a speed set with a high amount of offense can have a major use on a character like Han Solo, a character like Mission, a character like Yoda, right? All of these have huge uses potentially, even though they're a speed set, because you don't need a 2-piece bonus often when you're focusing on the 4-piece bonus. So go ahead and yeah, make sure you save those if you're not. Just because it's speed set doesn't mean that you want to drop it. So,
all right.
Yeah. So mod wise, I think you're doing good. I would slow down a little bit on the 6Es. I would focus more on your 5As, just working on some more offense and speed. A quick remod on your arena team specifically. I think the rest of your characters should be pretty okay, and you're doing well in GAC. So, yeah, that's the way I would go.
Yep. So that kind of covers everything you were looking at there, Zim420. If you have any other questions, pop them in the chat. I know, Finn, you got to get going to a meeting, right?
That's right.
So Finn's going to go to a meeting. So we'll continue on here. Sam, if there's anything else, I mean, we covered everything that you asked us to do in the roster review. So overall, I think you're doing a great job. I think you're completely focused on the right things. The characters that you're working on are spot on where you should be focused in on. Again, get that arena team squared away with gear for Revan, Basla, and Malik. Take HK to 12. He's fine at 12. And then just get Sith Trooper in there to round out your team until you can get Marauder done. Let's get finish up rounding out the droids like you said. Let's get Shock Team the ETA done. Those are going to be a lot of things that tripped up people last time that I don't want you to get tripped on. Start farming the hell out of them. And then just keep working on, you know which ones need to be geared and stuff. I wouldn't worry about anybody else on your roster for right now. Don't worry about bounty hunters or anything like that. But yeah, let's focus on that. Let's get you gas. And let's get your team squared away so you can use them in GAC. The side effect of you working on these characters for gas is that you get these really great teams. GR, Geonosians, droids. I mean, it works out for you in the long term. So there you go. So thank you guys. Well, thank you for letting us look at your roster there, Zem, and shout out to your guild. I didn't say it in the beginning, Clones Unleashed. So shout out to your guild, Clones Unleashed. All right. if you would like a roster review from RSG that we do during the lunch stream, well, he just asked a question. Who should I take to 13 first? Darth Basta or Darth Revan? Ooh, that's always a question.
I'd say Bastila.
Yeah, Bastila first.
Because you want that speed boost for more than
Bastila,
you want
then Revan. Yeah, that's the order
Revan.
I did it.
Because your Revan's already really fast.
Yeah, we're just trying to get him super duper fast because yours it's at 324. I would get Bastila done first. That's going to get her above that 310 threshold, and then that's going to be so key having Bastila super fast because because especially if you run against the AI and you can get your Sith Trooper in there, the AI doesn't do like what you should do when you run it, right? So the AI will do his jump attack where he fears, but it's only going to fear your Darth Revan and their Sith Trooper. If your Bastila is faster than you get corrupt battle meditation.
You okay there, Ranger?
Yeah, I can't talk. Too much talking.
Corrupted battle meditation.
Thank you. And then you're off to the races. That makes a huge difference. Now, eventually, once you get that piece on your Darth Revan, that's going to put him in the 330 plus range, especially if we can remod maybe a little bit faster. And what will happen then is when you go first is you use lightning, then you use your corrupted battle meditation, and then it comes around. They've been feared and all that stuff. It just works out so much better. But the AI plays it wrong. It always goes with the fear attack first. So there you go. So there's a certain method to the madness. If you can't go first, let their Revan do their thing, have a faster Bastila, and then that'll help you out tremendously.
If your opponents get that corrupted battle meditation over their head, all those fears won't stick on your team.
No, and so it's just the way to do it until we can get your. But yeah, Revan, Bastila are the priorities. Do Bastila then Revan as quickly as possible. You want both those guys. So I would focus on getting them geared first no matter what. Because those two characters go first. Even with a weaker Malik, you still should be fine. So, hey, Janik B, glad to have you here. Briaris, I saw popped in. So, Grande's talking shit about Tits McMahon, but his day is coming. So, all right, so as I was saying before, if you would like a roster review that we do here on RSG, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finity in our Discord, FINITY, and make sure you put a little bit, like Zem420 just did, about a little bit about what you want us to look at, any questions you might have about your roster, things of that nature. Make sure that's all there. Give Finity to respond. He will, and then he'll put you in the queue. It's about a week and a half before we get to your roster review, and then once your time comes, Finn will let you know that it's your time. He'll pick a date and time for you, what works best, so you can either watch us live, or if you're not able to, you at least know what day it is, so you can go in and watch it later on. So we do all that for our viewers. And if you'd like to get it done sooner rather than later, just become a green Patreon, and you can get yours bumped to the front of the line rather than having to wait a week and a half, 2 weeks to get your roster review done. There's some of the services we offer for our Patreons. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. So if you'd like a roster review, all you have to do is just ask, and we'll get you. We don't charge anything. We just do this. We do this for you guys. All right, let's talk about our ACS stuff. I swear to holy God, I love you guys. This is unbelievable. We are at $15,530 out of our goal of $17,500.
Wow.
I'm just let that sink in, because we had an amazing weekend. You guys came out in force. I cannot say enough awesome things about you guys. I mean, this is unbelievable. We are easily going to hit our goal of 17,500. And honestly, at this point, the way we're going, we may even go for more. I mean, the way it's going right now. So, I mean, we could still do another big 12-hour stream probably in March or something, or February, and push to see if we can even go higher. And that's all because of you guys helping us out. You know, whether you gave $1 or maybe you didn't give anything, you just spread the word. It doesn't matter. You all work together to help RSG be successful, and I can't say enough. The thing that I'm most proud about is this poll right here, where it's it's not there anymore. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Well, we have some more polls you can still do. We still have Warriors one. Oh, someone donated to Droidica. You guys are too nice. I mean, you guys are too nice to Warrior. But Finn does have to relic his gear, his Rose Tico. I'm so happy about that. You guys just, oh God. I'm so happy about that. Screw Finn. He has to relic his Rose Tika. Yeah, but we had a lot of fun this weekend with you guys doing marble racing. We had a lot of fun on Saturday with all the stuff that we did. We did the Jedi Academy with Maurice dancing. We had the roster roast of Grimm, which was awesome. We had
there might be another one of those coming up here soon too.
Yeah, we had,
because I put my roster in the queue for an actual roster review rather than a roast. But it'll probably turn into a roast.
It was an actual roster review. She just roasted you for it because she was in depth. T Money came correct, man. She had like spreadsheets and all kinds of shit. It was unbelievable.
Well, that's T Money for you, though.
I mean, she's unreal. And then what else did we do on Saturday? We played Battlefront. We did some Naruto. We did Dungeons and Dragons. We had fun doing Dungeons and Dragons for you guys. And then yesterday Sunday we had the marble racing, which everyone really, really loved. We did some Borderlands. And then I think we played one other game, which was Survive something. What was that one, Grim?
Don't Starve.
Don't Starve. But the one that had everyone up in arms, and I've got to get that. I've got to mention Finn to cut that and put that on YouTube. What was the name of the game? Finn,
Human Fall Flat.
Let me write that down. If you have not seen it on the Twitch channel, go back. The 12-hour stream is up there. Just watch the last hour, 20 minutes. Just watch the Human Fall Flat thing with Santa Durgan. I promise you, you will never laugh harder than you've laughed before. I swear to God, once I know I passed out from laughing. I literally was in my chair and I saw stars because I was laughing so hard. Durgan is mentally retarded, and he plays Santa in a way in that game that was absolutely the most hilarious shit I have ever seen. And it was just mwah.
Come over here behind the stairs. I got a present for you.
Come here. There's like one part where Finn he climbs up the top of this castle rampart and he's like hiding, and then all of a sudden you see Durgan come and he's like, "Hey, I found you." He's like, "Oh no!" It's like Santa knows where you're sleeping. It was so unbelievable. So if you have not watched
Durgan is a character, man.
It's ridiculous. We're glad to have him as one of our skewers and stuff. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for this. We're not done yet. Let's not just blow this goal out of the water. Let's just obliterate it. I want to obliterate this goal so we can go back to assist. Like, you remember when we said 17,005? Yeah, well, that we were wrong. It's actually way more. And remember, we're doing this to fight the good fight against cancer, and especially pediatric cancer. So if you can donate $1, anything you can donate, it really does make a difference, and we really need your guys' support on that. So yeah, if you can support what we're doing and our cause, please do. We really appreciate it. Oh my God, is that Aerosyn and True Bree? No, not this time.
I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Yeah, True Bree, man, my man. I haven't seen you in a long time. That's one of my old Battlefront. Him and me, True Bree, me and Van still used to play Battlefront, and he's right. True Bree used to do the most ridiculous nonsense in Battlefront that would just have me in tears. So we're sitting there playing 4v4. We're working on our heroes, and True would just he would just do the most ridiculous shit ever. And he did this thing where we're fighting, and he meant to pick one hero and he didn't pick it, and so he just said nope, and he just killed himself. He just literally, you just saw this character just jump off the side. So I'm already cracking up because True's being True, and then we're in the middle of the fight, and I'm like fighting 3 heroes versus 1. True comes running up with Princess Leia. He's like, "Oh, let me help you here, Ranger." Nope, he just jumps off and leaves me to die, and I lost it. I mean, I lost it, and I laughed so hard, and I leaned over and I passed out and I hit my face on the floor.
Yeah.
Not hard, but it was hard enough that it caused my nose to bleed, right? And I mean, I thumped on the ground because I passed out. I literally passed out. And I woke up and I got back in my chair. I didn't realize my nose was bleeding. My wife comes running in. She's like, "Oh my God." And I'm just sitting there like blood all over my face. I'm just, because my nose, it wasn't hit hard. It was hit hard enough that it just caused the nosebleed. And I got blood everywhere, and I look like just some kind of psychopath with just blood all over my face and every dripping blood, and I'm just laughing. I can't stop laughing, and she's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, it's true. He's so stupid. I couldn't stop. But no, I did not have one of those moments. True, we've got to do some more Battlefront, dude. They've updated the games, and I mean, come on, man. I would love to get True and myself and maybe some other Battlefronts, and we can do like a big, long stream so we can raise some more money for the ACS, because, my God, I would love to go back and do that. In fact, True, I want to do something. We should do a charity stream with just our Battlefront too.
I really wish they'd allow cross-platform play.
They're not going to do that with Battlefront. That'll hurt the revenue. All right, so that's an update on our ACS stuff. So keep the donations coming. I'm just checking to see if we've had any other donations. We've had a lot of donations and stuff and here recently, but we're at 15,530. So again, shout out to you guys, community. You guys are incredible. I can't say enough amazing things about you guys. With that being said, let's get some gameplay going here. So let me get to GW. I've been working on the ARC Trooper and the Anakin team, so that's the goal. I'm averaging about 15 to 20 ARC Troopers, so he's coming along pretty nicely. I should have him 7-star pretty soon. I mean, he's 29 out of 100. So if I average about 15 to 20 a day in the next 4 or 5 days, he'll be 7 stars. You know, I may make the big push and spend some of the crystals besides the hundreds and do the 200s just to get him done faster. So, but I mean, I'm on a good strong pace. I really don't.
If I remember correctly, Ranger, he's bugged at the moment.
In what way?
His turret doesn't count as 501st, so it ruins Anakin's lead and his unique.
I haven't seen that. I've been playing with him a lot. It hasn't done anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, let's find out.
I fight against it. What's up?
Let's find out.
Dog? I fight against it every day, and I'm going to tell you, you can crit against it, and it doesn't have 100%, and gas doesn't have 100% counter chance.
So let's look at this, see what the buffs that Anakin gets in the beginning of the battle here. Mm-hmm. So let's see, Anakin. He's getting his taunt.
Yep, he does get his taunt.
Which can be.
You got to read Anakin.
5 battles can't get. Okay, let me choose Anakin. Well.
No 100% retribution, and he gets crit.
Only get to Anakin,
which he wouldn't get. Which if you use Ahsoka, he won't get crit. I fight one that's all relic 7'd out, and if they put, I win 100% of the time if it's got arc, and I win a third of the time if it has Ahsoka. Battle are you fighting?
I'm just doing GW.
Yeah, they're not even gonna take a turn.
Oh, I know, but I'm looking at Anakin, his buffs. It looks like they're applying the buffs, and it may not be actually doing it, but it's saying that's what he has on him right now. That he does have all that stuff. So I don't know. Let's.
Then again, we just did get a patch.
It says if all allies are 501st, and all the allies are not 501st. Because the turret is not 501st. He won't. He can get critted, and he doesn't have 100% counter chance.
Let's find out. Let's run some of this.
Oh wait, we haven't gotten to the update yet, have we? The new patch.
Totally agree with Dr. Gonzo. Arc is good on a Shock T team, but Snips is way better on a gas team. Agree 1,000% right now.
I'm fine with running that. So,
agree 1,000%. I mean, look, ARC Trooper's a good character with Cody and Clone Sergeant under Shock T. That's for Arena. Apparently, Tenacity Up is having issues post the last update. That's interesting. I honestly can't even get my phone to update to the new screens. So I've seen posts of it, but I haven't actually seen it on my phone.
Well, the forced update hasn't dropped yet.
Well, I can't even get it to show in the shop. I mean, in the App Store. Yeah.
I'm looking at
this. Not showing the App Store.
I'm looking to see if I can see anything, but you wreck these teams so badly. It's like
you have so much freaking turn meter, bro. Like
he didn't get crit there, and then he countered.
Right. So the other team actually got to go once.
Yeah, Anakin did his thing, but it didn't crit him, and he countered and wiped.
Yeah, if you look at it, I mean, without 501st, right? What does he get for 501st versus non-501st? If you look at it, he's going to lose 25% tenacity. He's going to lose 15% protection, and he's going to lose 25% defense, right? That's what he's going to lose. And he's going to go from 100% counter chance to 50% counter chance.
I mean, so far he's counterattacking, he's doing everything. I haven't seen a crit land on him. Then again, we're facing poopy.
I mean, you're kind of facing garbage, right? I mean, I'm just telling you in arena.
Well, somebody just did something and I missed it.
It's crazy how much collusion is at the top. Oh, bro. Yeah. You look at those teams at the top, man, and they're throwing garbage, man. They're throwing shade garbage so that they can get the most offensive banners they can. They're trying to win like 1960 to 1958. I mean, there's some serious freaking collusion, bro, at the top. And it's dumb. I mean, I've never even played one. I played against a freaking guild member in my guild. And the guild member and I was like, hey, put up your best defenses so we can see how it goes. And the guild member, she was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And then I was like, I'm going to put up my best defenses. And we critiqued each other's teams. She's like, dude, you need to put Poggle on that, on that, Geonosian Brute Alpha team, and don't put freaking who did I had Visas Mar on that team, and she's like, I think that team is easier to beat with Visas Mar than it is to beat with your Poggle. So put Poggle back on there. And then what else did she say? I think I had like made up a Palpatine team to put in the back, and she's like, save Palpatine for offense. I mean, we were like critiquing and helping each other. I would rather, have an enjoyable experience and fight someone's best teams than like collude with. I mean, the rewards are not that great. Let's just all be real, right? I mean, the difference in rewards is not huge. So let's at least have fun and play it,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it so far with the R Trooper. I'm gonna take your word for it, Grande. I'm not seeing it. He's counterattacking. He's doing everything. He still seems like he's getting all the buffs. He's not getting. He
got crit right there.
When?
Not there, but he got crit.
When
I'm telling you, on defense, man, I'm critting the crap out of him.
When Ahsoka hit him, he got crit.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Ahsoka.
It's super weird that the gun is not 501st, but I mean, yeah, Rooster, I can't be proud of winning like that either, man. I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of not trying my best on offense and not trying my best on defense. I mean, if we were playing a football game, right? If we were playing a football game for the World Championships, I would not put up my third string defense to start the game, right? I just wouldn't.
All right, let's get
if Ranger and I, here's the deal: if Ranger and I were in GA together, right, and we fought each other, Would it be entertaining if we put up freaking Cup lead, and I put up like a Night Sister Initiate lead? Would it be cool if I put up Jawas on defense? No, it would suck.
Hell no, I want to beat that ass. I'm going after.
I'm telling you, exactly. Ranger, look, if I'm gonna collude with somebody, I'm gonna collude with freaking Ranger. And I wouldn't do it because it wouldn't be fun for you guys to watch. First of all, and second of all, I'd feel like a pushover. I'd feel like a dummy for doing it because it's more about Ranger and I having a good time than it is about anything else.
Yeah, I want people to bring their best. I don't need to worry.
I mean, bring your best. I mean, try your hardest, and I'm going to try my hardest. And I'm going to set my stuff, and then I might tell you what's in the back zones, just so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still going to go at it.
I mean, and you and I would do it on stream, and we'd have a conversation about it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, man, you got to be careful because remember, I got Grievous back there, or I got Art Trooper back there, or I got whatever in the back. You got to be careful because remember, my negotiator's better than yours, but your Millennium Falcon's better than mine. Whatever, right? But I'd want to have a hard-fought match where we were both trying our best and not trying to game the system.
Well, I mean, the system is what it is, and they intentionally make it where it's offense. And I mean, honestly, I don't care. If somebody wants to do that with a buddy or someone they talk to and say, look, you put crap, I'll put crap. Whoever gets.
Have you seen how crappy it is?
I know, but I mean, CG has to address it in some way. They're not, so therefore, if CG doesn't care, then why am I going to care, right? I mean, they just don't.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, right? I mean, it's just like anything else, right? I mean, the NBA put in a shot clock because they didn't want teams to just sit there and get the lead and then just dribble the ball at mid-court until they won.
All right, let's look here. So, Jaeger, we have some questions in here. He says, question, new free-to-play player level 28 entering arena versus new player level 28 who bought hyper bundles. Is this right? Level 28 versus level 85 at the start of the arena. I didn't think about that.
No, well, I'm going to tell you, that guy that's 85 at the start of arena, that guy camped out at 27.
Oh, yeah.
And he banked all of his stuff, man.
I mean, the bundles
that guy camped out.
The bundles won't take you so
like
far.
A year.
Unless I'm missing something about the bundles.
No, he camped out, man. He camped out.
I mean, hypothetically, it could happen, and you got people that understand how the system works that they'll do that. They'll just bank energy and wait, and then all of a sudden they'll just skyrocket, right? But that's because that's just someone on alt account that knows how to do that. So.
Hey, Grande Verga, most people don't like to show when they lose. Hey, y'all can look up my stuff. You can tell it right now. When someone has a freaking OP Grievous team, apparently I suck at winning.
Oh, I'm an open book. Like, I mean, I show everything. So if I lose, I lose. So I mean, I win 95% of the rounds that I faced. But like, I was 11-1 last GAC, and the one I lost was that one where I went into the ship battle and I needed this. We both had full clear. It came down to that, and that Ahsoka Anakin combo went off, and it just RG got me, man. And it happens, and and even when I won, I still had some battles where, like, we went in with one. We were having fun, but I mean, a decently geared Jawa team versus Wampa, and I mean, Wampa took out a couple of the Jawas, but I mean, Wampa lost. I mean, the Thermals got his ass. So I mean, it's the stuff like that happens, and I don't mind showing it because that's the whole point of GAC. Like, it's to show you guys what I use on defense, what I'm using on offense. We talk about it, we theory craft, because sometimes people put weird stuff on defense and stuff and strategize. So you guys, when you're doing GAC, you don't feel overwhelmed. You're like, I know what to do here because I saw it on RSG, and that's kind of the whole point of it. So,
and then there's the the money.
Yeah. But I faced some tough defenses this last GAC. I mean, people were throwing the kitchen sink at me. I mean, that one battle I full cleared, but it was close. I mean, he put Jedi Revan down, Darth Revan down. I mean, it was the full kitchen sink, and I was like, yeah, damn.
That makes me wonder if the SWGOH.gg guys are going to get kicked from TI because now you can see everyone's GAC history.
I don't know.
Nothing is a secret in GAC anymore.
I don't care. YouTube question: when is Twitch having free signups? I don't know. I mean, we'll have to keep up. We'll keep you posted on that. God, Twitch. D Perks question: how does the panel feel about the vault of the new hyperdrive bundle for $99.99?
I'm not buying it.
To be honest, if you're a new player, that's a massive boost for not that much money when you think about it. But for veteran players, it's not worth it.
No. I mean, half that crap's going to the freaking shard shop, man. And
actually, no, it's not. If you already have the characters, you just don't get them.
Oh,
there's no shard shop. Yeah.
Oh, snap! So you got $100. You got $100 pack that for some people is worth $100, and for some people is not.
Yep.
I would say just be smart shoppers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just be very smart shoppers. I mean, if you're a new player, I mean, look, I'd never tell anybody how to spend their money. I can just tell you whether I think it's a good deal or not. I've never been a big fan of the $100 bundles.
I mean, $100. I mean, when was the last time we bought $100 packs, man?
I mean, it's been a while. We did Chromium.
It's been a while. I mean, I think as a new
player, if you've got the discretionary income and you're trying to get a boost, that's fine. Be understanding, though, that gear, levels, all that stuff means
it's not shard shop.
Without
the Zetas make it worth it, bro. It's 10 Zetas, man.
It's not.
Isn't it only 10 Zetas?
No, it's not. That's Zeta materials, not full Zetas.
I say, you got to be smart about your shopping. As a newer player, the packs, and I think this has been true for a newer player. A lot of the packs, especially if you're trying to catch up.
I thought it was only 10 freaking Zetas, man. I'm gonna go back and look at the freaking pack.
Let's go find it. It's not in the store right now. Nothing's in the store.
No. It's not in the store. They made a post about it.
Oh, they did.
Let me go find that. Let me go find a freaking post. You're making me go find crap now.
But yeah,
I thought it was only 10 Zeta mats.
For a new player, it might be worth it because getting those materials can be hard. Again, you have to be a smart shopper. Really research it. Think about where you're at with your account and stuff. Even mid-tier players, be careful about it because if it gives you everything you need and you've got the discretionary income, sure. But be smart about it. I mean, you could easily blow through a couple $100 before you know it, and you're thinking, was it worth it? Just really think about it before you make the purchase, and understand that you can get your characters leveled and everything all you want, but if you're not keeping up with the mods are the most important thing in this game right now. Mods are where it's at. Like, if my GAC was any indication of facing people with 300,000 more GP than me, and I'm for 4.9, and I'm facing 5.1, 5.2 million GP and stomping their ass, why? It ain't because they didn't have more relics. They had way more relic characters than I did. What did I have? I had better mods. I outsped them, and all my sets, I was modded better, and my sets were better. And that's what it came down to. I put Padme on defense, for Christ's sakes, and it held more times than not. Against Darth Revens! So, mods is where you really got to concentrate. All right, next question here. As Grundy's doing some research. Little question: what if you could only choose one, Rey or Kylo of the Galactic Legends? I mean, Kylo. Here's the thing.
Right?
Here's the thing, though. Kylo has not been a legend. He's not a hero character. Rey is.
Wow.
Kylo's been marquee. Both Kylos were marquee.
Yep.
And then went into Cantina. So I don't know what they're going to do with Kylo, but if they follow the pattern, he ain't coming in as they're not going to just make a hero's journey for him. Rey, on the other hand, we do know she's been hero's journey. It would be crazy if they didn't do the same thing. So having Rey as a hero's journey continuation would be key. Now, I took my Rose Tico to 7 stars. If I have to throw some gear on her, I will. The rest of my resistance is like gear 12, the main characters that I need. So we'll see what happens with it. I've got the resistance. Yeah,
I don't want to say too much, but the new Kylo will be. I mean, his kit's going to be insane. If he's anything like the movie.
We don't know yet. Yeah, we just don't know.
But I mean, like, I understand why they're doing Rey and Kylo because of the new movie, but they aren't the biggest names in Star Wars. I mean, come on.
No, Luke Skywalker.
The next two ones better be freaking like Luke and Vader. Return of the Jedi Luke. And maybe say like Zetas, Rogue One Vader.
You only get 10 Zetas. You only get 10 Zeta mats.
I mean, it's compared to some packs that didn't have that before, like some of the other gear packs and stuff they've offered, like for Gear 12. I don't know. Gronny, if you're assessing everything that's in the pack, including the 10 Zetas, what do you think?
I don't think it's worth $100, man. Not for me.
Yeah. What if you were a new player?
I'm sitting here looking at the
from a veteran player standpoint, fine. But from a new player perspective, what do you think?
Look. If you got $100 to burn, you're going to spend $1,000. You might as well go on to PlayerUp.com and buy an account.
Well, I mean, like, if you're a new player and you don't have all those characters, and that's like for a relatively low price, that's a massive boost to your account.
Yeah,
getting all those characters.
Look, it's only 100. Look, it's only 100 of each of the cryotechs. It's only 100 Carbontes. I mean, this ain't gonna get you real far, man.
Not really. Not if you think about the amount of characters, the sheer volume of characters that Now it could help you on your arena team.
I don't need. No, I mean, look, it's only G12 finishers.
So yeah.
Unless you count cryotechs.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is kind of, I've already got tons of this crap. Freaking, and for then, half a Zeta? Bro.
Then again, if you
in 10 days of getting rank 1 in ships, I'm going to have 10 Zetas, man. And here's the thing. At this point, what would I do with 10 Zetas? I'd have a full Zeta and I'd hoard it and probably not spend it for a month. So yeah, I don't think it's worth $100, man.
All right.
I mean, also, this is signs of, Mr. FIFA in the senior producer slot. They have the same type of packs in FIFA, except they're considerably more expensive.
Well, we'll see what happens. As I said, buyer beware.
I mean, look, if you're going to spend $100, you might as well go ahead and spend $1,000 and buy one of the accounts on PlayerUp.com or like find a Kraken.
No, we don't advertise that.
Or find a Kraken. Or find a Kraken that's going to retire and grab his account.
You can't say that, Grande. God damn it, you're going to get us in trouble. Knock that shit off.
Okay,
yeah, just food for PSA for people out there. Buying and selling accounts is a violation of the terms of service, and you can find out that you will be out all the money you spent on that account when they ban it.
All right.
This is true.
Question from Woodall. What if you can only choose one of the Galactic Legends the first time they drop, and you can get the other one the next time? So if you're talking about Malik and you're talking about Gas, Malik is more achievable than Gas is, because Malik takes the Old Republic squad to get basically set up, right? It's basically 6 characters. Gas, man. Oh my god.
Gas takes, what was it?
And you only need 17,500 on the characters. So the gear needed for that is, and the event's about knowing how the event works. Gas is pure RNG, and the amount of gearing and stuff that you need with the ships and the characters and stuff is way more. I always tell newer players, get Malik first. He's an amazing character.
I think Malik is more useful all around than Gas is. I mean, because if Gas doesn't have the 501st with him, he's not that great.
He's okay.
Malik can kick ass by himself.
Yeah, we saw that. I was about to say when I faced
Galactic Ray and Galactic Kylo, though, you're gonna need like the entire Resistance faction, and you're gonna need like the entire First Order faction at 23k GP.
I believe it.
Just plan on it. You're gonna need a 23k Rose and a 23k Holdo and a 23k freaking First Order officer and a 23k Phasma. So just plan on it. If you don't have your entire freaking Resistance and your entire freaking First Order, plus the 2 new characters they're bringing out, the Sith Trooper 2.0, Sith Trooper 2.0, and you don't have General Hux at 23k, don't plan on getting those 2 new Galaxy people at 5-star or whatever. Yeah. Just don't plan on it. Because it's going to come out and it's going to have required characters, not a required faction. It's going to have required characters. There's going to be 4 or 5 levels to it. You're going to get a freaking 5-star, and then they're going to put the shards somewhere that you probably going to. So it's a brand. So plan on a 4-star, 5-star unlock with 23K minimums to get in.
All right. Too Cheap to Pay just donated to the Tiltify. Says, question: I had 2 mall players last round. One ended at 7, the other at 8. Is that collusion or just super secret high-end tactics? I can't talk about mall. And neither can go.
Hey, it could have been me. I was probably in there, and I probably screwed a pooch.
No. They could have been going for the frozen carbonite. A lot of people did, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got more questions here, so let's start going through these. Tagger question: how do we get considered for roster review? You don't need to be considered. You just send your GG page to Finity, Finity, and he will get you into our lunch stream, and we'll let you know. Proper Catch question: I just finished B1. I was thinking about using the energy to refresh Shock T or ETA. I was also thinking about using the energy to start farming Young Lando. What are your thoughts? Yeah, Shock T, and you can both do both Shock T and ETA.
Yeah, I kind of went through him. I told him don't refresh the nodes, do ETA, do Shock T, and then basically if you have anything left over, do Lando, but don't refresh any of the nodes.
No, I did because I was trying to rush through. I was.
But he's got time, man.
Yeah, I didn't have time. So
yeah, you didn't have time back then, and you only needed 1. He's down to 3 things he needs. Just buy the energy and farm the hard nodes.
Yeah, just farm it. Purline Woods question: do you think they will do TB the same way as GAC tracking?
I answered that. Maybe TW, but not right now.
No. Tilo Mad 92 question: I'm farming Arc, but needs signal for relics for my Padme, Ahsoka, and GK. Should I stop farming Arc? I need to get them higher relics or keep farming? No, keep farming Arc. Always.
I said farm Arc.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Ouchie said stop and do the relics.
No.
So I thought that was interesting.
No.
We've got some difference of opinion here. I said finish off the character.
If it's not your arena team, then go get Arc. Then you can always go back in and get the relic stuff, right?
Good point.
Get Arc done. Get him squared away. I'm doing that right now. I stopped farming, but I mean, excuse me.
Okay?
Excuse me. Yeah.
You're not supposed to inhale it, Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger, spit that into your dip cup, man. Don't swallow it.
That's not what it was. Trying to drink coffee and went down the wrong pipe. So for me, before Arc Trooper came out, I had been working on the relics, so I had farmed a bunch of them.
Yep.
But as soon as Arc Trooper came out, I was all on top, and I just do that with characters.
I'm the same way with you are. Get the shards, let's get it out of the way, then go back to the relics.
Yeah, that's the way you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
To be honest, the shard farm is a lot tougher than getting those things to relic up people.
Unless it's for an arena team. If it's for an arena team, you always want to get that squared away first.
I agree.
Definitely.
If it's your arena team, then go for it. But if not, I mean, you're getting here's the deal. If you've got Arc Trooper, then you can work on getting him to 23K or whatever. But you're never going to get him to 23K unless he's freaking 7-star.
Yeah. So
you're never going to get him there. And you need him because he's another freaking Galactic Republic character. He's needed for the other things, so you can get him up to the 23K to help out your guild later. Plus, he is going to make a pretty gosh darn good team at some point, even if he's just sitting over there with Shakti.
There you go. Scorp 30 says, question: I'm running slow Padme team in arena. If I wanted to run fast Padme, what speed should I aim for? And who needs to be the fastest?
I pulled a video on that. It looks like around 300-ish. I still think you need a ton of freaking offense on Jedi Knight Anakin. If you're running Anakin, you need offense and crit damage on him still. You don't need a lot of speed on him. If you're running it with regular Yoda, you need a ton of speed on regular Yoda. But I still think that potentially slow Padme is better than fast Padme.
I still run slow Padme. It works really, really well.
Yeah.
Especially since I've got, I don't think I have hardly any speed on that team. It's all about just countering and just getting turn meter and doing their thing, and they just wreck. All right. Herbert Fulgrim.
Finity asked a question.
Who did?
Infinity.
I don't care. Herbert Fulgrim says, question, how did we get Finn and Grande on the how did we get Finn and Grande the same day? Well, I mean, the stars aligned. I mean, this stuff happens.
No, everyone, I didn't take my normal afternoon nap as my, being a house husband. I got to take a nap in the middle of the day, go swim in the pool. I might
go watch your stories.
I didn't have to go do all of that today. I didn't have to take a nap, watch my soap operas, and play in the hot tub today.
Grande Verga question: did anyone else watch Team Money's video and think it was funny she didn't show the round that she'd lost half her battles?
Man, most people are not happy when they lose.
No.
And they're not going to make an example. They're not going to show you the very first example is, hey, here's where I got my ass kicked. Let me show you this, right? So I'm fine with it. I will tell you, I think Team Money made a really good video on the SWGOH website.
Yeah.
And she was pretty honest about what she thought. And if somebody else wants more information, she said, go to the website and look at it yourself.
Yeah.
Which is probably how you figured out that she lost the middle battle or whatever.
There you go.
So.
Philippe Minicucci question about the gas event. I do have tier 4 team all gear 13 relic 2. Is that enough? Yeah, it is. You're still going to need RNG. I mean, Loki kind of went into the same thing, and he had to actually put the Zeta on Jordica. He said was the thing that was tripping him up. I mean, you don't have to. Some people beat it without it, but he said it made a huge difference, and he got it done a lot faster than I did. It still took RNG, but he's still able to. I mean, if you've got 4 characters for that phase at relic 2 or higher, I mean, yeah, you're going to be.
Yeah, it might take a couple tries, but it's still like RNG Ranger's saying, RNG, man. RNG can either say you're going to beat it or say bend over.
Pretty much. Grande Verica question: why did TA change their name to Caw Patrol? I didn't know they had changed their name.
I think that's an affiliated guild.
Yeah. Was not aware of anything like that. So, Buzzsaw VG question: is having Kylo in the event pretty much a spoiler? No.
Is what?
No, not yet.
I mean, we know Kylo.
Remember, the names are going to change.
So I think it's fine. I'm ignoring Infinity.
You asking the question about the Lambo? That one?
I'm ignoring that question.
I'm telling you, buy a Lexus.
I said I'm ignoring the question. You guys can talk about get a room.
If it was me, I'd buy a Lambo.
Oh, for God's sakes! All right, Buzzsaw VG question: who is the most attractive human being? Daisy or Adam? Asking for Ouchie. Hint: the best answer would be Ouchie. Well, I mean, Ouchie wants her shirtless Kylo. Let's just be real. I mean, I'm kind of partial to Daisy really myself, but just throwing that out there. And then last question from Bravinator: can we get a grande word of wisdom for the day?
Yeah, absolutely. The 2 most common elements in the universe are hydrogen and stupidity, but not in that order.
Oh.
Now that was awesome.
That was a good.
There you go.
God damn it, Grande! How do you give like great stuff like that and then just fart it all up all the time, man? I don't understand. That was profound. And then you're gonna say something stupid here in like 5 minutes and ruin it. I don't understand. I mean, that was really good, and you're gonna fart it up. I just know it's gonna happen.
Suddenly, Grande is only buying a Lexus. I'm telling you, I like luxury vehicles that I could put a bunch of people in. What can I say? You also didn't tell me I could buy a Cadillac. You didn't tell me that there's a lot of other things. I prefer 4-door sedans.
Yeah, but anyone can say that they've owned a Lexus. Not many people
have you ever actually like had a 2-door sports car and needed to carry 3 people? It really sucks.
Yes, yes, I have.
I know, like riding.
That's what shoehorns and crowbars are for.
I'm telling you, like riding in the back seat of like a 2-door Mercedes, like 500. That sucked, man. I mean, it sucked. I mean, it's a nice car. Sucked. Question for Grande: why wouldn't you show your losses? Show mastery, but failure. Yes, failure. The greatest teacher is failure. Of course it is. What I'm just saying is that a lot of people don't want to show when they fail. They just want to show, or they start out showing a success. I mean, you're not going to teach someone how to read math. I mean, how to know math by teaching them, by showing them wrong answers. Where do
I go to show this? I'll show mine. I mean, God damn.
I was going to say, I don't know about this. I mean, Ranger did 6 hours of him with Thrawn.
Okay. But Ranger also shows successes and failures in real time as they happen. Right?
All right, where do I need to go?
Go to GG and then scroll down on the left side, and it says GAC history. Question: history. What does everyone think of the hyperdrive bundle they revealed? We think it sucks, Mark. Basically.
GAC history. Okay, so I
got
to
GAC
go to my
history.
profile. Let me go to my profile.
Yeah, it's right under squads.
I need a station wagon, bro. If I got a station wagon, I'd get one of those like Buick Roadmasters with a freaking LT1 engine in it, brother.
GG's being stupid.
I mean, with a Buick Roadmaster, you literally, whenever you drive up to the gas station, you don't put gasoline in it. I mean, you literally feed it with like Amazon rainforest, like liquid Amazon rainforest goes into the tank. It gets like 7 miles to the gallon.
Come on, Gigi, why are you being stupid? I
lose points for not recognizing a Yoda quote. I am sorry, Thane Kyrell.
All right, so we're at my GG page. Squads, JC history. Okay.
I mean, look, you're talking to the wrong guy about cars. I'm the guy that bought a $70,000 minivan. and I bought a $90,000 pickup truck. I mean, I'm the wrong guy to be talking to about. I buy expensive crap that I want to buy, not because I need it or I want it, not to impress other people. People buy Lambos and Maseratis to impress other people. I'm not here to impress other people.
All right, so this is my first
round.
Some
people do.
This is my first round.
Do I prefer an Escalade or a Navigator? I got to tell you, my wife really likes the ride of the GM product right now.
Grande. Look at that. That's the
Grande Verga
team versus the
clones. And so I'm going to tell you that we are that we would probably go the Escalade route over the Navigator just because my wife likes the GM ride better than the Ford ride currently.
Grande would be straight National Lampoon's Griswolding.
Hey, look, I'm telling you. Look, after we get done with a long ride, it is all about Mrs. Patron feeling comfortable, so that way Grande could get a little sexy time later, okay? So whatever she wants, she gets. If she wants an Escalade over Navigator, that's what we're buying. I mean, that's what we're buying. That's it.
Oh, God. There's the
Grande loses points for just being Grande.
There's the so there's quiet. A Palpatine team versus this is pretty cool. It shows my Commander Skywalker Wampa versus the Jawas.
Yep. And I looked at mine and it showed how I lost by 40 points because I couldn't log into the game.
I had to refresh, but you won each one, right? You win for you.
Yeah, they're all wins.
What about if you go to the next one though? If you go to that 11-22 one, did you win that one too?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be more practical to buy a $90,000? So when you have so we bought a pickup truck because I like pickup trucks, and then we bought we bought a really expensive minivan. And the reason we bought a really expensive minivan was because we had small children, and a couple of things with small children. First of all, I don't need them swinging open the doors of a Cadillac Escalade and banging into somebody else's car. That's why we got a minivan, because the door's open to the side. Second of all, I don't know about you, but I get really tired of lifting 30-pound and 40-pound and 50-pound children into the car. I want them to climb their happy ass into the car themselves. How do I do that? I have to have a low angle of entrance. A 3-year-old can get into a minivan by themselves and buckle up. A 3-year-old cannot get into a Cadillac Escalade by themselves and buckle themselves up. Hence the minivan. My wife happens to like she wants a really nice car. So we happened to get the Elite Touring version when we got it. Grande sells himself to his wife every freaking day. I sell myself to my wife every day. I am always reselling myself to my spouse. Absolutely.
Well, those are all my stats. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It shows the battles and stuff. It shows like what.
Hey, I'm driving.
But you won every time, right?
Yeah.
Go look at mine. You'll see where I lose. Go look up SWGOH.
I don't care about you, Grande. Yeah, nobody cares about you.
Well, just if you want to show a loss, you can see me get my ass kicked.
Yeah, I didn't have any
I mean, you showed all wins.
Well,
Ranger.
yeah, I know, but the one loss. Yeah, but I did show some teams that lost too. So it's not like I.
Yeah, but you didn't show where you lost the whole freaking GA. I lost the whole.
Well, it just does the 22nd and the 29th. I don't have like the latest info that's available to me. It's not giving me any options to like show like a loss. So it hasn't updated that. So
yeah, my driving vehicle is a '94 Jeep Cherokee with 268,000 miles on it, and it still purrs like a kitten.
I mean, we keep the cars for a long time, and we don't typically buy a brand new car. I buy like a 2-year-old. I buy like a 2-year-old car that some elderly person kept in the garage, and so you buy like a 2007. You buy like a 2017 with like 13,000 miles on it. Hell, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I've been married a long time. I've been through a lot of stuff with my wife. I got too much in it to trade that thing in, man. That's like, I mean, that's you know, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure she's happy. Why wouldn't I? It's easy to make her happy.
All right. Well, we're going to stop. So if you guys want to look at your stuff, you can. That's an interesting thing to see the GAC.
That's really cool.
I would show the one loss, but it hasn't updated yet. So the one round I did lose was on the ship one. So, but it does show us like some of the unsuccessful attacks and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
So people, I think you can actually make them private. /Van Rhodes, you can make your GG profile private, but if they know your ally code, they can type it into the search bar and the internet will still go there, even if it's private. I mean, it's not like they're putting it behind an FTP wall. It's not like they're putting it behind some kind of an internet wall where you have to enter a password in to get to it. They're just making it not searchable.
All right. So with that, we're going to end this stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. I got some stuff to do. Finn will be back tonight for some PC gaming. I may try to come hang out.
Yeah, we're going to be playing Don't Starve Together tonight.
Hopefully. Or Don't Starve Together. So, let's see if they can do better this time.
If I don't know if Miss McVenum's going to be there or not, but if she is, Angry Mom McVenum, will be back.
Yes. All right, so with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Check out our Chiplify campaign. It's going very, very, very well. So if you guys would like to support, we're less than $2,000 away from hitting our goal, Grande. It's unbelievable.
I know, that's freaking epic, bro. How we're doing for the charity is awesome.
Yeah, they couldn't be more happy. So so if we can get that going, we can do another big, probably end of February, March, do another big fundraiser and see if we can even, by then we might even have hit the goal, and then we can try to raise even more money, Grande. What is up with us? We're doing so well. That's our community. You're so badass. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much. Check out all that stuff and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tonight for some PC gaming. And with that, we're going to call it done, and we will holler at you wonderful folks later on. Peace out.
Yep. Later.